Sri Lakshmi. I wanted to figure out. Um, you're a young school, and it's a very cozy number that you have. Was it any easier for you? Because I wonder, you are focused on project-based learning. The Reggio style is very, very hands-on. It's very environmental. It's very, you have to be in the space to learn. Um, how did you take up this challenge and brought it into a little 2D space of, a cell phone or at best a laptop screen? That would be something great to learn from you, because you're a trainer and you understand the PBL very well, and it would be something for all of us to learn from you. If
Yeah.
how What did you use,
Yeah.
and how did you at all bring the
Right.
whole thought process there?
Yeah. Thanks, Nivedita, for the question. I think for everyone, like how Shailaja Garu had mentioned, and then, for everyone, it's the same challenge, right? We're all traveling in the same boat at this point of time. With Keystone, what we have done is the moment we were getting into the lockdown mode, the 2 months, both March, April, and even until end of May, we had already introduced our parents and students to an online platforms. We've picked two platforms where they were, they can read, they can do their literacy and they can do their GP and then their numeracy sessions. And where, so our idea was during the lockdown, we could really imagine the kind of environment that uh, parents and students will be into, especially considering the emotional status. End of the day, however matured, educated, and great parents are, the moment you're not dealing with an age group where until 3 years you're mentally prepared that kids are not going anywhere and they're at home. Once as a parent, you're used to a routine of sending your kids out from the home from morning till evening, and most of the parents are working parents. Routine is missing out, and the moment you talk about the holiday or time from school, the only thing you look forward to is a vacation. And even there, parent is not just sitting at home with the kids, of not knowing what should be done. Either they're going out for some summer classes or a vacation, or there is some ways of engaging children. And and also we're dealing with a generation of parents who are very anxious about what should I do with my child. I think I'm sure all of you would relate that that kind of a question would never cross with of a parent coming from 2 decades ago or a decade ago, where you don't think about engaging a child, they just grow, right? So keeping these aspects in mind, we have done a 2-month program of preparing parents and children going through a digital learning experience. And after going through that experience, when we had again come to phase 2 of understanding, okay, let's say the next academic year is going to be very challenging, and where kids and parents and are going to stay at home and teachers are going to stay at home, the most important thing that we had to really understand there was the emotional needs of the teacher, even before thinking about the parent or the student. Because end of the day, that's the person who's going to deliver whatever expectations that the organization or the parent or the student has. So there are three people who are looking at the teacher. Okay, yes, there is going to be a lot of support system from the organization or leadership, but how is this person equipped in terms of technologically being equipped? I don't think so this generation teachers have the challenge, because everybody just jumped into it and quickly transformed themselves and have learned it. But the bigger challenge is their emotional needs. Now, more than that, we're talking about the lesson plans digitally, teaching digitally. It's about how are you handling being at home and not coming to the school. And we had gone through so many of our employees where they had to do their sessions while they had a COVID patient at home. They had to themselves go through the journey of getting affected with COVID, and then coming back to the environment, teaching environment again. So we had done literally every day 1 hour of dedicated, knowledge sharing, and 1 hour of counseling sessions for teachers, like a circle time for teachers, where you just speak what you're going through, you just share what you're going through. So that's about preparing, the teachers to understand, and what kind of a phase we are getting into. And the second part is about, we being a project-based school, we had gone through 1 week of discussions, brainstorming sessions of, when you talk about project-based learning, it's all about ideas generating on that day, and an expert coming in from somewhere, and they're looking at a resource that is around, and that ideas generate, and space plays a very important role in this kind of a philosophy, and environment plays an important role in this kind of a philosophy, and that is taken away from us. And but what we had done in order to create that is, we had done some sessions with our parents and telling them that we are going to continue the same approach irrespective of whether we are on a virtual platform or a real platform. Now the challenge is with the kind of resources that you need in order to work on such projects. Yes, we had to compromise on the authenticity of the projects to some extent. Definitely it's not the same of being at the school, but the advantages are, we were able to connect with more number of experts because of the virtual environment. So yes, some experiences of the resources, either it's the electronic part or either it's nature related or any kind of resource we are talking about, while we were able to compensate that with experts, that because of the digital advantage, now people are available a little more easily in terms of timing, and in terms of sharing knowledge and everything. So it was a combination of understanding what is available and how best we can use that. And the third thing that we have done is we've asked all our parents to just volunteer, whoever is an expert. And I think whether it's a school is a big or small, you'll always have all the experts within the school. And we being a community school, we never hesitated to invite anyone to share their knowledge with our kids. And these talks are not about somebody coming in and just talking about their experience. It's about making kids go through those experiences. So these are the different things that we have done to equip our children to continue with the same philosophy and approach. But honestly, it's not the same. And I just can't wait for them to just come back and doing what we were doing earlier.
May it happen sooner than later.